So here we have a specimen of the base of the brain. Here we are going to specifically focus on the visual tract or the visual pathway. Now, as you can see over here, this X structure, we very well know that this is the optic chiasma. So on the anterior part of this, these are going to be the optic nerves.
This is the view of the base of the brain as well as the brain stem. How we have got to this particular region is by removing the parahippocampal lobe. देखो इदिके किंतु आछे uncus, parahippocampal gyrus कल मैंने बोला था ना. So all those things are removed on this side. And what is also exposed is the lateral ventricle, a part of the lateral ventricle. ताले यहाँ पे a portion of the brain matter you can say is removed so that we are seeing this view. ठीक है?
Here we will have the optic nerve. Optic nerve is going to go backwards, forming the optic chiasma. After the optic chiasma, you can see on the posterior side, you can see two tracts, right? So these are the optic tracts. Now, we very well know that here on the brainstem, this is an inferior view. Now, if I lift it a little bit, here you can see this is the inferior colliculus. This is the midbrain. So midbrain ke piche, we can see the inferior colliculus, and then we have the superior colliculus. So from the inferior colliculus, we can see some fibers are going upwards, which will be known as the inferior brachium. And from the superior colliculus, this is known as the superior brachium. Now, the inferior colliculus, along with the inferior brachium, will end on this structure. If you can see over here, this is the medial geniculate body. And the superior colliculus, ये जो नीचे वाला structure है, the superior colliculus with the superior brachium is going to end on this very large structure present over here. This is the lateral geniculate body. So here we have two geniculate bodies. This is the LGB or the lateral geniculate body, very big structure. And then next to it, this is the medial geniculate body. Now we know that the lateral geniculate body is responsible for acceptance of the visual information. So optic nerve, optic chiasma, optic tract, this is now going to relay in the lateral geniculate body. We have removed a part of the parahippocampal area. You can see over here. If you can see here, this is the parahippocampal area. So we have removed it over on this side. Also, you can see a cavity present over here. This is the lateral ventricle. Inside the lateral ventricle, we know that CSF is going to be formed with the help of the choroid plexus that you can see over here.
This is the choroid plexus. This is the site of formation of the CSF. Choroid plexus is associated with the lateral ventricle. It is associated with the third ventricle. It is associated with the fourth ventricle. Fourth ventricle जब हम आपको दिखाएंगे, वहां पे भी choroid plexus दिखाएंगे.
Okay. So after the visual information has been relayed on the lateral geniculate body, on the superior wall or the superolateral wall of the
posterior horn,
lateral ventricle, this posterior wall, these fibers are going to go and travel and will finally relay into the optic area. Now, these fibers, which is present on the lateral posterior wall of the lateral ventricles, these are going to be known as the optic radiations and will finally relay into the optic area. Now, how do we identify which one is the optic area? For that, we will have to look for this sulcus. This is the calcarine sulcus. Just inferior to the calcarine sulcus, we are going to have the optic area. So this is the whole optic pathway, visual pathway.
The fibers will arise from the lateral geniculate body. They will pass along the superolateral wall of the posterior horn of the lateral ventricle and reach the calcarine sulcus. Hence, they are called as geniculo-calcarine tract or optic radiation.